They always say you never forget your first, and this was mine. This was the first Icom receiver that I fell in love with, the Icom IC-R1. And you want to know why I love this one so much? Because while I was walking around with something like this, my buddy had this radio. Look at the difference in size on these things. But not only did this radio cover, a little bit of spectrum, this one did a whole lot more, and it even had a clock on it. This radio came with a little tiny pancake battery on it. It also supports AA batteries, and it had giant NiCad batteries and a drop-in charger. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love my drop-in chargers. Not only did this radio start my love affair with Icom receivers, but it led to me just having to collect them all. Eventually, I'd end up with the R2, the R3, the R5, the R6, the R10, the R15, the R20, the R30, plus some other Icom receivers like the Icom R100 and a PCR 100, 1000, and a 1500. Yeah, 2500 was too rich for this boy's blood. But the best thing about a radio like this is if you wait long enough like I did. Again, this radio came out in the mid-90s, and I just got one a couple of years ago. You can save a bunch of money on these by buying them on eBay because people don't realize that they actually work when they don't turn on. Let me show you what I mean. So it actually states in page 2 of the manual the key sequence that you have to use to reboot the microprocessor in here. And it's as simple as pressing 2 keys and turning the radio on. So we're going to go ahead and press the function button on the side, the clear button on the front, and then turning it on. And just like that, the radio is alive. So the beauty here is many of these radios are listed on eBay as is, for parts only. And I've picked up a couple for a pretty good song because I know the magic key sequence, which is right in the manual, to get these things to boot up. So if you've ever wanted an Icom IC-R1 or are just in the market to try something different, take a look at eBay and see if you can find one for a pretty good price. Because remember, you can never have too many radios. Trust me.